So here's our 2015 Ford F550 Rollback. Now this truck has got a salvage title to it. I do not understand why at all. The best guess that from the story that I've been told is this truck was actually stolen and somebody intended on removing the bed itself and stealing the bed and putting it on a different truck and then, I don't know, chop shopping the cab or something. Nothing was ever removed on the cab. Nothing was touched on the cab whatsoever. But as you can see here, the front bumper itself has got a little dinger in it there. So we didn't touch any of the cooling. Actually, we didn't touch anything on the front end of this truck at all. You know, the tow hooks, the frame, you know, even the license plate bracket looks like it survived. You know, this top piece survived. The bottom one down here isn't cracked. It's just the chrome part that you would have to replace. Now those bumpers out there, if you look around on Craigslist or whatnot, and we've got one here locally on our local Craigslist, the bumper is, you know, about 200 bucks used. You can find a whole assembly on eBay for about 300 or 400. Part that one out, throw it away, whatever you want to do. This is the 6.8 liter V10 engine. See, there's absolutely no damage. Truck's only got about 600 miles on it. So everything's perfectly good and clean. LED light up here. There's no damage to the sheet metal on the front of the truck whatsoever, just the front bumper. You know, there's no scratches or dingers or anything like that in the fenders, doors. Sorry, my door is locked here. We do have a key for the toolbox. There's toolboxes, one on each side. Of course, this is a JerrDan. It's the low profile aluminum bed. It does have the 19.5-inch aluminum wheels. Now, as far as the bed itself goes, I see there's some scuffs here. Somebody must have ran the bed into something. I don't know, but you can see it's not bent or anything up. And then underneath, there's no issues here. Now this does have the scoop style L arms, so when you go to put them in, you lift them up, she pivots. So however you like doing that. Of course, these do slide out and extend. This side here doesn't have the damage on the side, the scuff there. Go ahead and turn everything on. You can see it's got amber and red LEDs. Oh, sorry, I didn't turn the headlights on for you. Turn the spotlights off so we don't get any attention out here. Now, being a gas truck, you know, it doesn't have the same flow rate as a diesel does, so the bed's a little slower than a diesel. But there's no binding or anything weird, no funny noises with the bed going back. Of course, brand new tires on it with only 600 miles. So the bed's all the way back and down, just so you can see what she looks like. It's a nice low angle with a low profile bed. There's no gouges here in the aluminum bed or anything like that. Of course, the winch, you can see the winch works just fine. Now for the wheel lift. See, the wheel lift goes down. Of course, it'll lift the whole truck up, but you don't need to be doing that. Now there is one other thing I forgot. Assuming when if the stolen truck thing is true or not, I'm not sure. But when the front damage happened, you know, since the bed is so close to the cab here, you can see the bed actually came up and hit the back of the cab. So there's just a couple of little scuffs here, nothing bad. But as you can see, they are there. Okay. As far as the inside of the truck goes, I'll go ahead and shut the key off. I'll open my door just so everything clears and it'll be a fresh start. Put the key in, start her up. And keep my hand here so you know I'm not trying to clear anything on you for the video. See, everything goes out, there's no idiot lights whatsoever. Currently we have 607 miles on it. Still brand new. Apologize, my phone's beeping here. Got our PTO here. Of course, your parking brake's got to be on before you can turn your PTO on to get the hydraulics to work. Of course, it's got your cruise, power windows, power locks, mirrors, media, your Bluetooth. The only thing in the inside of the truck that's worthwhile to point out is somebody removed the cup holder here for some sort of a radio scanner bracket. So the wiring's all here for it. Just mount yours up if you want it there, or you can go get a cup holder and put it right back on in. Here we do have the owner's manual and all the original paperwork, it looks like, for the truck. You know, the bed manuals and all of that stuff is all in here. And that about concludes the interior and exterior of the vehicle. So let's go for a test drive. Now, we haven't touched the body. As I was saying earlier in the video, there is a chrome bumper nearby on Craigslist that came off a 2015 Ford that somebody put a big old aftermarket bumper on. And they ended up, sorry, I don't know how to get out of here. They ended up putting the other bumper on. So I'm actually considering going to buy the other bumper for about 200 bucks and putting that bumper on here just to remove the dent in the front. So that repair may or may not be done by the time you purchase this truck. That guy hasn't gotten back to me yet, so I don't know if he still has the bumper or not. But if you look around on Craigslist and eBay, I mean, you can find them for 200 or 300 bucks pretty easily. I have hauled a couple cars with this truck. Works just fine. There's no issues whatsoever. Honestly, the only thing, and you know, you could probably pull that dent out of the front bumper a little bit too to make it usable. I guess it's usable now as it is, but to make it less obvious that the dent is there. So, other than the front bumper and the cup holder down there, if you want to replace those, this truck really, honestly, needs nothing. You know, everything works as it should. Go ahead and get her up to highway speeds here. And we're doing about 65 miles an hour. Go ahead and turn the cruise control on. That's just telling me the cruise is active. You see I'm letting go of the steering wheel, not touching it whatsoever. And we're still going straight down the road. Doesn't pull one way or the other. Braking's not goofy. Honestly, there's no damage to the chassis whatsoever that I can see at all. Like I say, the story that I was told is that the truck was stolen with the intentions of it being stripped down, and it was recovered before it was stripped down. But I cannot confirm or deny that. I don't know, you know, if there was any other claim than that. I don't understand why this truck would be given a salvage title. Obviously, an insurance company would repair the front bumper. You know, not very much money to fix that. If you do live far away and you're intending on flying in or something like that, driving the truck home, you certainly may do that. There's no issues that I can see that would prevent you from driving this truck clear across the country. Otherwise, we can get the truck shipped for you. Rough shipping costs are roughly, say, I mean, we've sold a lot of these trucks, so we have a good idea of roughly what they ship for. You're looking at about probably $1,000 down to northern Texas, Houston, somewhere in that area. I would say probably $700 to Ohio, Colorado, thereabouts. If you're like Florida, Virginia, New York, Massachusetts, somewhere out that area, you're probably going to be in the, I want to say $1,500 to $2,000 range to have this truck shipped. Actually, it should be a little less than that. And it should be the same for roughly if you're in Southern California. If you're in Northern California, Washington State, somewhere in that area, you're definitely going to be, you know, $2,000. Maybe even $2,500, depending upon exactly where you're at. There's a lot of people who buy these trucks from us, you know, they'll drive some small little front wheel drive car or something like that, drive it here, put it up on the bed of the truck, and then drive the truck home. That's usually the most economical way to get something this size around. Now, I haven't taken a tape measure to the bed of this truck to confirm. I will put that in the ad, so I will know one way or another. I looked up the part number or the model number of this bed, and the model number is telling me it's a 21-foot low-profile bed. It's pretty rare to find a 21-foot bed on an F550 or, you know, any 5500 series truck. Usually they're all 19 and a halves. But I will confirm in my listing exactly the dimensions of the bed, length and width. Here's your auxiliary switches. These are for your rear spotlights. I believe this one here is your light bar, your upper spotlights, your lower spotlights, and then there's nothing currently hooked up to auxiliary switch 4. So you can, you know, put a backup camera on there or more lights or whatever you would like. Otherwise, that's going to conclude our video for today. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to email us. Thank you very much and have a good day.